Nadia with Next Best Picture.
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Kirsten and Channing with Roofman.
Roofman. Yeah, we're doing good. Doing good. We're just in here crapping away. We're just yapping away.
Yippity yapping.
Crappity.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, it's really lovely to see you both.
Thank you.
First and foremost, just right off the bat, this is an absolute gem of a story. It is so hopeful and so human and emotionally resonating. I felt every moment of your character's connection. I was rooting for them all the way. And so congratulations on the film and your performances as well.
That's so kind. Thank you.
Yeah. It's a really special one for us too.
Yeah, and so I know that the film had its world premiere at TIFF, and I'd love to know how that experience felt, particularly sharing the film with its first audience. Did they react in the way that you expected? Was it full of surprises? Was it a bit of both?
Yeah, I hadn't been back to TIFF in a really long time,
Same.
and especially I think for this movie specifically, because it's a Derek movie, and he's such a brilliant filmmaker. And to show this movie specifically to movie fans that really, at a festival that really love film, and I was excited to really get their eyes on it, and to because I think these are the movies that we love as just film lovers, and we wish that Derek would make more movies and we could be in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a real humanity to how Derek Cianfrance tells this story. What excited the two of you about working with him, and how would you describe the way he works with actors?
He loves actors so much.
Yeah, it's almost the whole reason he does them, I think. Yeah, he loves performance. I don't think I've ever worked with a director that loves performance more than Derek. I've worked with directors that focus on performance, but it's almost can be a frustrating thing. I think that they're trying to get something that they're looking for, but Derek, it's like an exploration. Like it's just truly a free. I think he explains it like he's looking for Halley's Comet in every single scene that only comes around once and you can't miss it. Otherwise, it's gone. That's why he doesn't like to rehearse very much, because if Halley's Comet comes while you're rehearsing, then it's gone. You can't redo it. I just love him.
He likes all the real moments that people usually cut out of movies.
No, sincerely though, and I think there's like such special sauce in Derek's movies because he layers in things that you'll never know, real people that were at the real time and place in which this event or all these events happened. He layers them in the movie, and like you'll never know who's real in the movie, like who actually were in the real story. But you feel it. It's not something that you see or that you can tangibly sort of understand, but you're like, God, I don't know why this feels just so real.
Yeah.
Like it's hitting me in a different resonance or something. And that's the magic, I think, of him and just movies in general. Like,
yeah, and part of that movie magic as well is the chemistry between the two of you, which is absolutely incredible. Can you speak to first of all, meeting for the first time and building onto your characters together, because you did such a beautiful job?
Thank you.
I think we just liked each other from the jump. I think we just felt very similar. Like we were just like, oh, this is going to be easy. Like you're a homie.
Yeah,
like,
it was very comfortable.
Yeah, she doesn't suffer fools, and she just says what exactly she means, and like it was, and she also likes to have fun on set. Like it's some people I think really torture themselves when they act, or they kind of need to put themselves in crisis, I think, to act, and I think that is necessary sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta be in a zone,
but it's not.
For the most part, feeling alive in a scene is like just working with whatever's happening
that day.
Like trusting the environment and all of it. And we both, worked hard before we started shooting. So once you do your homework really well, then you know how to. It doesn't feel like a test. It just feels like I know this.
Yeah, exactly.
I got it. It's in me.
Yeah, and was part of that homework getting to connect with the real people, Jeffrey and Leigh, and how helpful were those connections in terms of your work and your exploration of the characters?
Yeah, for me, I talked to Jeff a lot. I got, you can't call him. He calls you from a Supermax prison. You get 15 minutes with him. And, I just kind of went in. I had all these questions I wanted to ask him. But then ultimately, I really just like to let him ask questions about me. Like I got probably more about him talking about my life and how I got to where I'm at, and like just kind of filling him in on who I am and his reaction to that, and having some sort of comparisons. And, you know, too, he's like, oh, I that was me as well. He's like, oh, I love hearing that. And like, we would just sort of kind of just shoot the shit as like almost buddies. And I just found myself really liking him. Just he's really, to be in prison for as long as he's been, for what he did, is you know, for me it's extravagant and kind of drastic. But for him to be as optimistic as he has been through it all, he just has a mental power that I would never been able to have. I just don't know how he's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Kirsten, for you, did you have a connection with Leigh?
Bless you.
Bless you.
Allergies.
Oh, bless you. I know this answer. I can answer for her if you can.
I did not meet Leigh before the film, but I met her on set. And Derek talked to me about just how much love there was still for Jeff, and so much grace and all of it, the whole situation. So to have that I think requires like a really unique human being who really has a lot of love. And that's an amazing kind of human. So I was, wanted to just make sure that you felt like everything that Leigh was going through in a very truthful way.
Yeah, and what I really appreciated as well is while the film does have this first-person perspective from Jeffrey/John, we also get some of Leigh's interior life. And, this is a character who, she's having this real, genuine connection with somebody who's not necessarily who he says he is. I never could have imagined that the guy that she's dating is an escaped convict. And yet there are those,
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure like in her gut, there's definitely in the film like little twinkles, but twinkles. What the fuck?
A little like where you're like,
little
what's
hit.
going on? Like where you're like,
where your gut is
just
saying,
goes, wait a minute.
Yeah. But then her heart, it's like, throughout the film, it's competing feelings for sure, and trying to protect your daughters from anything.
It's so
weird.
real. Like I think in life, you want you want to tell yourself the story that you want to happen. Like you project what you want people to be rather than what they are.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to do.
Yeah.
Right? Especially when you maybe haven't had the thing that you've, wanted for a very long time. He was just getting out of a pretty, not a great situation,
Lifeless
marriage.
Yeah.
And I think when someone comes into your life and you're like, this is it. This is what I've been like. This like energy is what I've been looking for. It's so easy to like just not look at the things that maybe you should have.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you both also get levels of authenticity, not just from the real people, but from the location. And getting to be in this Toys R Us recreation. Shout out to the production design as well. Amazing attention to detail.
Man.
How did it feel walking into that space?
Mball, I mean, I hope she wins every award for this.
Yeah, she is.
Absolutely.
I don't know how to describe what she did. I mean, and with the amount of money that she had to do it, like some of these other movies are $100 million movies. She made that Toys R Us look like we were like a $80 million movie because it was down to the tile, like perfect. And I mean, I'm from the 80s and 90s. I went into every one of those like Toys R Us, and I remember the smell. I remember the gum. I remember like everything, and everything was just. I mean, they found not the Toys R Us that it actually happened in, but an old Toys R Us that was still standing, and it was gutted. Nothing was in there, and they had to fill the entire thing. So it was like climbing Everest, filling that thing with toys that were period specific and whatnot. I don't know who did all that shopping, but that would have been not fun.
Well, I've reached the end of my time with you both today, but as I wrap here, did the two of you get to take a little memento from the shelves? And if so, what did you take?
I took a Mary Jane.
Did you?
That's like falling off the balcony for my kids. And I took 2 pairs of pajamas and Swedish Fish and Friends because I'd never seen Swedish Fish and Friends.
I took the bear, and I took a gambit, a rogue, and a bishop, and a Deadpool from the period, and they're actual period 90s toys, 90s and 2000 toys that actually were bought from a grip's dad that had collected all these like old
a grip on the set.
A grip on the set. His dad collected all these and had them, and he sold them to the production. Yeah,
wow,
it's crazy. So they're all
should
still
have given them
authentic.
back to him.
Yeah, I think everyone stole something from that set. Every single person on the crew, because we were such a small crew. But like things were just like right on the last day of filming, things were just disappearing.
Amazing. Well, Channing, Kirsten, this was such a pleasure. Thank you both so much for sharing your time, and you're both so wonderful in the film and in everything that you do as well. So
thank you.
Thank you. That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing your work with us.
Thank you.